We got chaotic. I'm Crispy with the mic. This is K Studios, right? Patrick Lyoya, right? Patrick Lyoya. Young man shot and killed in Grand Rapids, town I grew up in. I know very, very well. Um, Shot and killed by a police officer, right? National news right now, right? We got Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, I believe, all in Grand Rapids. Uh, my reaction, right? If you watch the video, you can tell right away. Um, Patrick um, hasn't been pulled over before, or very often, or doesn't understand um, the situation. There, he's an immigrant. You can tell that right away. The police officer, hey, do you speak English? So right away, I think you know, Patrick was very distraught, and some restraint should have been used. Um, because he stops the car and gets out. You don't do that on a traffic stop, dude. um, you know, American would have treated the situation different, and you can tell that right away. So I believe some restraint should have been taken right away. You know, this person is not familiar with what's going on, right? That's first off. This person's not familiar with what's going on. If I'm the officer, right, that is obvious, right? This person is not familiar with what's going on. So, in my opinion, it seems right away this officer is not equipped to handle the situation alone. He should have called for backup right away. This person's not equipped to handle what's going on. He's not. Um, he's not comprehending the situation. Let's get some more people involved so we can resolve the situation. It's a simple traffic stop. Nobody should lose their life because of license plates on the wrong car. You know what I mean? The first thing that comes to my head, if he is driving an automobile that doesn't have the correct license plate, it's probably finances. You know what I mean? Most of these police officers, police areas that are, poverty stricken, that's where these shootings happen anyway. And it's probably just someone not having the resources to maintain a working lifestyle, right? So back to it. Patrick gets out the car. Patrick is not familiar with what's going on. The police officer is requesting normal things. It seems, well, right away, the police officer is on full alert because this person's getting out of the car. So off the rip, he's screaming, "Get back in the car! Don't get in the car!" It's already an intense moment, instantly, because this person's not familiar, and he gets out of the car. Um, and that it starts to unravel right away. Um, the police officer's yelling demands. You know, Patrick is scared as hell. You can tell, and doesn't know how to react properly. Um, in Patrick's defense, he's not fighting with the officer, but he's trying to protect himself. It appears. Um, he's um I can't imagine what's going through Patrick's mind. He's from a different country, he's been pulled over, you know. He's just trying to get home. Anyway, the police officer is obviously trying to arrest Patrick. Um, and it could have been handled so different. Um, you know, instead of, I wish there needs to be some sort of, I want to use sympathy, but that's not the right word. There needs to be some sort of love, right? And in these relationships between law enforcement and the community, you know, the immediate thing should be trying to help, not to arrest people. You know what I mean? There's if you would have if you go into this situation with love, right, and trying to help, this is this is Jesse Jackson is not in my town, right? Al Sharpton is not in my town, right? Patrick is not deceased. The immediate reactions to handcuff somebody, throw them on the ground is like to enforce. When it should be to help. I think if you go into situations like this looking to help people, these situations don't happen. Right? What what type of ticket is that if your car license plate is not on there, right? What is that? $200, right? That's not the cost of someone's life. So Patrick and a police officer struggle over the taser, right? And um during the struggle, they go to the ground, and the officer has Patrick face down. You're on his back, bro. Um, I believe the officer was terrified, scared as hell. Yeah, in those type of situations, it's a fight or flight. He didn't want to lose that taser, and Patrick didn't want to get tased. That seems normal to me. Um, the officer pulls his gun and shoots Patrick in the back of the head. Completely unnecessary. You know, and if and in the officer's defense, anytime a copper tone individual gets pulled over, your life is on the line. If you want to live to see and breathe to see another moment past this, you comply. And Patrick wasn't. But it was clear that he didn't understand the situation. And we can't expect justice in a system that's created to take from us. Of course, there's some dash cam footage missing. Of course, it deactivates at the time of execution and reactivates when it's on the ground. Which, come on, man. These people are gonna protect each other. These people, it's the system against you, right? These state people, they all work together. It's a brotherhood, right? These police officers, these attorneys, these judges, anything to do with the state, it's them against you, man. We are the product. The state is a corporation. They're gonna protect their workers. That's just how it's set up. Looking for this officer to get prosecuted is Probably gonna be difficult. Um, just because they always find a way to justify the bullshit they do. Right? It's clearly so many things could have been handled differently. But the fact of the matter is they wasn't. And it's us against them. And what what I wanna say the only power we have is to unify, you know. Um all my brothers and sisters, man, just be mindful of these situations and try to learn, and each one teach one. If you find yourself in a situation like this, man, and if you want to live, it's best to comply. And this shouldn't be life or death, right? A traffic stop. But unfortunately, a traffic stop is. A traffic stop is life or death. Simple citation, right? Peace and love, man. K Studios.